It is Monday, June 16th. It is 6 p.m. Please call the meeting to order.
Alderperson Barnes.
Here.
Bauer.
Here.
Bumpus.
Here.
Koppel. Right here. Koski.
Here.
Rodriguez.
Here.
Sherrod. Here. Stowe.
Here.
Okay, we have 8 present and 0 absent.
Thank you. The invocation tonight will be by Nancy. And please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Glorious God, you promised to open doors of blessings and abundance for your people, and we ask that you would work mightily in us today. Come upon us and cause us to have productive meeting. Lead each one of us so we may make fruitful contributions at this time, and enable us to think and strategize in ways that will achieve great results. Purify our thoughts and motives so that each one of us will enter this meeting desiring the good of others and the pleasure of your name. We thank you for the ministry of service to our community and ask you to continue to lead us. In your precious name, amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Council, can I have a motion to approve tonight's agenda, please?
So moved.
Second. Barnes.
Roll call vote.
Alderperson Barnes.
Yes.
Bauer.
Yes.
Bumpus.
Yes.
Koppel.
Yes.
Koski.
Yes.
Rodriguez.
Yes.
Sherrod.
Yes.
Stowe.
Yes.
And it's 8-0.
Thank you. Audience to visitors, if anybody wants to speak to council tonight that's not on the agenda. Seeing nobody come forward, we'll move forward. Consent agenda. Approval of the minutes for the registered city council meeting. Alderman Bauer.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll move we approve the consent agenda, including those minutes from our last meeting. And then we have 2 sets of bills. The first set of bills for June 2nd is $1,086,025.90. And the bills for today are $615,749.60. That's a grand total of $1,701,775.50. And a very large share of that is first payments on fire station and also some waste management payouts.
Thank you, Alderman Bauer.
Second.
Second.
First and second. Roll call vote, please.
Alderperson Bauer.
Yes.
Or Barnes, excuse me.
Yes.
Bauer.
Yes.
Bumpus.
Yes.
Koppel.
Yes.
Koski.
Yes.
Rodriguez.
Yes.
Sherrod.
Yes.
Stowe.
Yes.
Okay, that's 8-0.
Council, we have no appointments tonight or any presentations of petitions or proclamations. Reports of staff committees and city council members. Michael, would you like to discuss the year-to-date budget report?
It's been submitted, it's same as every month. I don't know if there's any questions, but.
Council, any questions on the year-to-date budget report?
Just one question.
Yeah.
The fire truck that we did buy is to replace the old one, correct? The one that's 29 years old?
Yes.
So with that truck, after it hits 30 years, it's not insured, correct?
No, it's still
Or
insured.
it's still insured, but it just goes, do we continue to use it, or?
No, they'll try to sell it. So there's a clearinghouse that we can go through, or if we know someone locally that wants to buy it or something like that, but usually it's through a clearinghouse. They'll try to get rid of it for a minimum amount.
Perfect. And then where do those funds go?
Back into the general fund.
Okay, perfect. That's what I was curious.
No other questions, we'll move on. Public hearings, we have none. Ordinance. Ordinance number 2025.09, an ordinance approving a request by Chuck Shepherd on behalf of Old Rich Point LLC for the annexation of the property located at 2110 Coltonville Road to the city of Sycamore, Illinois, first and second reading. Michael Hall, please.
So this is a multi-step process. This is the first step. Mr. Shepherd appeared before the Plan Commission with his conceptual plan to build a commercial development on this property. And maybe later on, I think, looking at doing some residential as well on the western side. So this first step is just the annexation of the property. It's 4.99 to be exact, but it's 5 acres. And so if it is approved tonight, the next step will be And when it's brought into the city, it becomes automatically zoned as R1, and then what would happen is they'd have to go before the plan commission, get a recommendation to change that to commercial. Their conceptual plan would be presented before plan commission, then come back to the city council for that process. So there's a process to go along, it has to go through staff. So this is the first step, is just approving the annexation, and then he still has the other steps to go through.
Council, any questions on the property or the annexation agreements? Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, and we are, on this property, we are gonna collect annexation fees, correct?
Yes.
Seeing no other things, can I have a motion to approve first reading?
We waive first reading on 2025.09.
Thank you, Chuck.
I'll second, Barnes.
Second. Discussion? If not? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Move we adopt ordinance 2025.09.
Thank you, Chuck.
I'll second that.
First and
Barnes?
second. Roll call vote, please.
Alderperson Barnes.
Yes.
Bauer.
Yes.
Bumpus.
Yes.
Copple.
Yes.
Koski.
Yes.
Rodriguez.
Yes.
Sherrod.
Yes.
Stowe.
Yes.
Okay, that's 8-0.
Thank you, council. We have no resolutions tonight. Considerations, consideration A of an administrative recommendation to award a contract in the amount of, that's a big one, $1,101,385.65. Any questions on that, you can figure yourself. To Everlast Blacktop of Elgin for the 2025 motor fuel tax project. Michael Hall, please.
So this is the state motor fuel tax money that we get every year. There's a list of, I believe, 8 projects that Mark has identified that this money will go towards. They're listed in the packet, so just seeking approval to spend the motor fuel tax project money.
Council, any questions on that?
Mayor, I have a question.
Yes, Mark.
So, in the memo that Mark sent to Michael, the title is called City of Sycamore 2025 Lindgren Road Water Main Project. I don't understand.
That's a typo, that's my fault.
Oh,
It should be
okay.
2025 motor fuel tax.
They clarify. I'm good.
I'll go to the penalty box.
Thank you.
We can name it anything. All right, any other questions on that? Let's take a motion then, since we're spending money. Yes. Can I have a motion to approve the consideration, please?
Motion.
Is that Ben? Virginia, second. Roll call vote, please.
Alderperson Barnes.
Yes.
Bauer.
Yes.
Bumpus.
Yes.
Copple.
Yes.
Koski.
Yes.
Rodriguez.
Yes.
Sherrod.
Yes.
Stowe.
Yes.
Okay, that vote is also 8-0.
Council, and I'd be remiss if I didn't ask, Ben, did you have anything updates from the Tourism Bureau? I know I didn't get a hold of you before.
Nothing
Nothing?
material for at least today's meeting.
Okay, and Alicia, same with you with beautification, anything you wanted to update us on?
Yes, if you haven't had a chance to, look at the west wall of the movie theater, I don't know if it's finished yet. The muralist said he would let me know, because I know once all the picture is up, then there are quotes that go on after that. So, I visited him last Thursday, and he says, you know, I wish I would have kept track of all of the comments people have made, favorable comments about what he was doing with the wall there. So if you haven't, it's a treat, stop by.
Thank you.
Now our next, it's always a challenge, you know, another grant now to get the second panel finished and the third, that sort of thing. But I thought he did a beautiful job, and it seems to be very favorably received by people passing by and choosing to comment about it. We will attempt to submit another grant to T-Mobile to see if we can get additional funding for a few more panels. And then after that, we have 2 other grant possibilities that we'll jump right into and see if we can collect some more funds to make that happen. But, yeah, we're very pleased with it so far, so.
Thank you for your work on that too, appreciate it. Council, anybody else have any other new business for us tonight?
I have a question.
Yes,
Um,
well, I didn't ask for questions.
We mentioned waste management earlier in the meeting, and it was, in your report, Michael, you stated that there are 2 families or 2 homes that wanted them to pick up their cans or their waste receptacles from nearer their house and not in the street where most of us put out. And typically, you said that someone is handicapped or too frail or something like that. And then there's a charge for that. I think I understood that. But then Waste Management went into the whole thing that if there's 20 or more people that wanna do this, then the contract would have to change. And you said we're not gonna go there now, okay. That doesn't negate those other 2 people from still getting that service, right?
No, I don't know if they're receiving the service right now or not, actually. There were people looking to get the service, not.
Right,
people
that's
that-
what I mean, okay.
Yeah, so they don't currently have the service, they were looking to see if their service was available. So if we get too many people, then we have to renegotiate the contract, because we require them to have more people, more trucks, more time to be in the city. So that's why they have to renegotiate.
So these were not queries from individuals who currently have waste management, but their circumstances have changed.
They asked if they could have the service, if there was, it's called top of the service or something like, I can't remember what they call it, but top of the curve, that's what it's called.
Right.
So that would mean they go get the can and bring it to the.
Right, that's what we all do now, but they're
Right.
asking for,
Someone to do it for them.
right, okay. But it still doesn't clarify if it's, I know it's a new service, but let's say something happened to me and I could no longer put my cans out, okay? And so currently I have a service with Waste Management, I would just change my service.
That would be an extra service
Right,
that
so
you have to pay for.
all I'm asking is, are these 2 requests a change of service?
No,
Or-
they're not a change of service, they're asking if the service was available.
So they currently have, service, but it's top of the curb service.
No,
Okay.
they don't have.
Any
they-
service.
They have waste management like we all do,
Okay,
and they're asking for additional service.
that's exactly what I want.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so they can still have that service providing they pay the extra for it.
no, so we're not offering that service, so.
You have to have 20 people in order to offer the service?
No, so we either offer it for people, and if it gets too much, then they would charge more for everybody, because they would have to have more people and trucks, so we're not offering the service at all. That additional service, top of the curb service, is not available.
So these 2 individuals who are unable to get their receptacles to the curb, they're just out of luck?
Well, they'd have to find, a neighbor or someone that can help them out, so that's not being offered by Waste Management.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Just as a point of reference, like Alicia, for example, I do it for 2 of our neighbors that are kinda in that situation, so just being neighborly.
Council, we have no other new business.
Move we adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
You?
Opposed? Meeting adjourned, 7.